Hello, Divine Sunshiners. This is Divine Sunshine, and happy solstice, summer solstice day. I'm filming this a day before, but probably when you all get it and I upload it, you'll get it on the day, which will be summer solstice. Let's see. If you have not gotten a chance to look at my video with me saying I am back from the Matrix, please do. It has a lot of good stuff in there, than which I believe that you should pretty much uh, okay, it's pretty much so we could be able to know what's going on as far as in the energies, and then also, oh, okay, in the energies, and then also pretty much knowing that what we have to do as far as on our twin flame journey. One thing I want to footnote and get back and concentrate on reading the text at the same time is that I want to note I seen one person, maybe I lost a subscriber, to maybe might what had been said, I don't know, or maybe it's not in there. But anyway, I feel the need that I need to address that. That with me, as far as my own twin flame journey, I would not say that I have given up. I am just now saying, pressing pause to it and saying, let me try to fix some things within myself to see if that might be a major cause as to why my divine twin counterpart will only go so far with me, and just to really kind of do some soul searching. And that again, I am open as to if there's a soulmate or something else that needs to come along to help me kind of speed up my process, to know what I need to do. I'm at that point. I'm open. I wasn't open before, but at this time, if that is what's so needed, as far as on my journey to help me to progress, I am at that point that I'm saying I'm open to it. No, I have not given up. I love my twin very much so, just like Jill Scott, which I'm going to see on this Friday, from his hair follicles down to his toenails. Yes, I do love me some him. However, we are at the point that we should be progressing, in myself and him as well. And if that means that I have to start doing things and cutting my own, not cutting my own path, but doing some things on my path, it seems like I am concentrating more so on myself, then I have to start to do that. This is not something that's saying no to him, but it's at the same time it's saying I'm honoring myself, and that at the same time I want to progress, to elevate, and to go on about my mission of my purpose of why I am actually here on this earth. And right now I feel that where he's at is that he is doing the work, and that's for all the divine masculines, no matter how it seems or appears on the outside. They're doing their work. He's even have contacted me in the 5th D and maybe the 4th D also level, told me that he had apologized for everything that's going on, and maybe it's appearing as if he does not love me, or he in some ways it seems like, and I'm sure all of us have said, I just say it, that it seems like it's just so easily how you could just throw what we have away and just to go on to progress and move on with somebody else. However, it seems like that, but here lately I've gotten signals that it's a little bit more to it than what I had seen on the surface. And I know even my spiritual mentors told me, you know, this and that about what's going on with it, but until you yourself can confirm it and say, oh, I see, it's not all this paper tigers, it's an illusion, it's not really as much as it is. And so, you know, I hope and pray that maybe it's also with you in your twin flame journey, you will get to that point that you will see that, okay, it's some illusions. Let me just go on ahead and do what I have to do on my journey. I got a visit also from Archangel Michael. We had a very good talk about him telling me and reminding me that, saying that he was there at the beginning of our relationship, and he reminded me about how he had manifested himself in human form on our first date. And you know, I didn't realize that, and I came back, and we all know that Archangel Michael has piercing blue eyes. And when we had went on our first date, I remember he came in, angels they house both the feminine and masculine, those energies that they can do. This point, he had manifested himself as an extremely tall woman. And I remember that to this day, because it looked like heck, she was about as tall as the daggone signage that they had on the restaurant. That's how tall this she was. And I remember she having these piercing blue eyes, almost like this shirt with but a blue to a tinge to it. And we were getting out of the car, and I was walking on the outside, and he was walking on the inside of me. And the Archangel Michael, in the form of the woman, say, "Hey, you're walking wrong. You need to switch over. You're supposed to be walking on the outside. You're supposed to be protecting her, not her protecting you." After I thought about that, I said, you know what? That was kind of a message for how our relationship has been. I have felt always, and even my spiritual mentor has even said that too, that he looks like he embodies more feminine, and I embody more masculine, which is true. I can understand that. I felt that. She has said she's seen that, but I felt that. Me being especially Aries, we have that Aries sign holds a lot of the masculine drive, ambition to do, and let's go and let's do and all this. And so that was a sign. He said, you know what? I've been there with you all along. Do you remember? So when I went to the washroom, I think in the process of our first date, I remember I had to go use the washroom. Lo and behold, she followed me to the restroom. And I was like, okay. We went to the restroom, and she was in there. She's like, hi, how's everything going? And I'm like, oh, everything's going fine, and we chit-chatting. And I'm, into this, I wasn't even saying nothing. And she said something to this day. I cannot right now, I cannot remember. But she said some kind of like piece of advice to me. Spirit knew what it was. And it took it in, and I was like, okay. And so then I left on out of there. Again, extremely tall. I want to say she was Shaq height, like 6'6", 6'7", 6, extremely tall, lanky, piercing blue eyes. That was there. Somebody might tap in and say, no, but it was some angelic thing. So, and it was him. And so then he told me the other day, why do you think if I was there at the beginning, why would you think that I would leave you at the end? Archangel Michael is one of the angels that is the father of pretty much the protector, let's say it, Father God. He's second in command, I'm saying, to God. And he is the protector of all divine twins souls. And so when we're having issues or problems like that, that is one angel that I would strongly recommend that you go to and ask for assistance for that. And from us having that talk with him, that put my mind at ease to saying, okay, from that point on, I just released it. Just like my church say, relax, relate, and release. With that is that just let it go. Like the song, let it go, let it go. Just let it go. And so that's where I'm at this point. I said I have completely released our twin flame relationship and a journey into, okay, thank you, Archangel Raphael. Raphael said, don't forget about me now. Don't always put it all on. Okay, Archangel Raphael as well. They're saying that with that, I have released it and just really put it into the love and care of God and the angels, and just letting them guide and tell me what's the next step. Whatever they tell me, get up and go see them, I get up and I go see them. If he tell me, okay, lean back, don't see, don't do, I do that as well. So I am really just sending love and just doing what I can as far as on this journey. And so right now I'm just really in release mode about the situation. So I don't want to say that I'm like saying forget it about my divine, but it's just at a really it's at a new place where I am, that I'm at peace with some things. And even when I seen him the other day, most of the time I get kind of frustrated and kind of uptight or whatever. And then when I just seen them, it's just like, okay, you know, you're seeing your other self. It's nothing to get nervous about. And I wasn't. I was just really cool, playful with them, teasing them about things. And that was it. And I was just like, okay, you know, like I said in the other video, this is it for the summer, me seeing you, because we don't have summer school at our school. And I might find myself even, I'm working at another kind of thing for the summer, and program rather. And so we may be at my school, or we may be housed at another location. And so that would really take me far away. And I know with where my job is, I'm not even thinking about trekking all the way over that way to go for that. It just have to really be some kind of reason why I'm trekking over that in that area. And so that is it. So enough of me ranting. I thought I'd share that part with you because I was just a little concerned a little bit about one of the subscribers that had left that I'd seen, but that may or may not have been, it might have been a fluke or whatever, and I bless that person there ongoing for that, because I know a lot of us get a little sensitive when we're talking about not being on the journey, and I'm like, okay, well, you the divine sunshine, you should be true to the cause, you're supposed to be leading and modeling. Well, I think at the same time I should be transparent and letting you know about what's going on my journey as well. Not to say that I am Miss Perfect, that I struggle too as well, as just like you on this journey, to say, should I stay or should I go? Okay. And so with that, if you want to have a reading with me, Divine Sunshine, I would say go to my page, my Divine Sunshine, which is www Divine Twin Soul, and then a long time soul11.com. Go to my book on to my services page. We hit the book online button. You there will lead you on to my different services that I have for the month of July. I will be holding a special for those for the month of July. Let me focus. For the month of July, and that will be $11 for 30 minutes and $22 for a hour. I'm doing that for the whole month of July as a way of saying thank you for just letting me take that 3-week hiatus, just to kind of get myself back together. Like I said in the classroom, I was in the Matrix doing that free fall like Trinity did. I've been playing the role of Trinity all over the place in Matrix, with the DM, with the family members, with myself, and all those things. So you know, it's just really, I'm back, and I'm happy to be back in Zion. But however, I do see that I do have to make those trips to make into the Matrix every now and then, so I can be able to kind of draw him in, and then also get myself together to say, okay, recalibrate. I see now what the new things I got to work on as well within myself. So sometimes that going into the Matrix is kind of good. Okay. All right then. So I am excited. I have some new cards. So I am, and my collection is growing to, I can't even spread it out anymore. I just been left them in the box, and then I say I just pull them as needed. But tonight's star lineup for the tarot cards are, we're doing the romance angels. Those are my things I like, because those who would like to say reading and like to follow me and say, what you using? Wisdom oracle, those I like. My less vampires, I love these. I love them. My new star lineup ones is the oracle. I just got these. This is good. I got this all the way from Australia. I seen Elizabeth Lund, she used them. And this is the Divine Feminine and Masculine Reunited. They sent that. I was ready. That's one reason. I could have started last week, but I really wanted to wait until these came in, and they just came in like at the end of last week. And the Divine Feminine. I'll see if I may use that for this one. I may not. It might be for the last one. Am I missing anybody? Have I? Oh, and the next one, another one, which is called, I am itching, my ascension is showing, or something else is showing. the surrender cards. These are the power of surrender. Going to use these for blocks and challenges, or we say what things do we need to learn how to surrender. So I am excited to see where we're going with this, so just bear with me because I'm going to have to read. I don't know these two words, so I'm doing this right off of the thing. So again, let's start off with what is, I'm going to do it two ways for that, and I'm going to use the divine masculine and feminines, or should I do the romance to clarify it? Let's go. Who did I see? Did you say this? Let me see. I thought I seen pink. Should I use that? Okay. Well, I should use the divine masculine. Okay, I don't see no color changing. Okay, well, okay, let's go on. I guess they say it's whatever you want to do. Okay. Clear. So let's use the new deck and see what is the divine masculine thinking. Ooh. What is the divine masculine in his heart space? Oh, I like them. They're right on up. What's in divine feminine's mind space? Oh, I like when they do that. And what is in the divine feminine's heart space? 3. Oh, these are talkers. I like that. Right off the bat. So that means we got to really find out. Okay, so now, what's in the mind space for the divine masculine? We did that. God of protection. Okay. All right, so when I looked at this here, he's really looking to me as if he is in the mode, in his mind space. It's like, I got to really start protecting what is mine. That's what I just heard him say. Am I seeing, what is that? Is that a dog? What kind of animal is that in the background? I can see it better this way. Look, whatever it is, it's an ancient looking, like it's a before coyote kind of thing. But I definitely know he's telling me the doorway into his past, into his temple with himself, is that he's finding out that he's got to protect himself more better than what he's been doing. This is what I'm seeing, the divine masculine. He's got to protect the light. It's like, you know, I'm getting wisdom. I'm getting more opening. The divine is calling me. I'm getting downloads, things. And I've got to be more in the position of protecting myself from my divinity. Got it. Okay, I told you these are new cards, so I got to let them kind of speak to me. This is what it's saying. I'll try to see if I can read, but I ain't bring my glasses down. Lucky me. God of obstruction. Woo-wee, you forget about Fabio on these cards here, baby. This is some... Okay, I gotta say, Divine Sunshine, will you please bring yourself back? He looked like Lisa Bonet's husband. Yes. Okay, all right, let me concentrate. This is about to mess me up with this with this reading all these cards here, baby. Okay, yeah, God of obstruction in his heart. Okay, let me read and see if I get anything. Ooh, the flame shot up when I said that. Okay, let me read this one. Pray I can see. I am a teacher. I can't read, but when I'm reading slow, it's because I cannot see what the hell is going on. This is card number 5, so this is change. Kanesh. That's that God. 5. The other one in his mind is a 2, so that's unity. No, this is a 7. I'm sorry. This is spiritual. Okay, I can understand that. Spiritual completion, which is God of protection. And I told you about the spirituality. He's got to protect that. He feels in his mind space, I got to do a better job of that. I've been slacking. Now I know who I am. Now I know I'm the divine masculine, and I've got to do a better job in protecting this. This is some change. He knows in his heart that he's got to make some changes because he's been kind of in a disruptive mode. No matter how good looking he's looking, and that's a fine looking specimen right there, but he's still on the outside. He might be looking good and taking names later, but at the same time, he's saying in his heart space, this God of destruction that he has adopted into his world is not going to work. He's learning that he's destroying hearts. in the process. He doesn't like what he's doing to the divine feminine. He doesn't like even what he's doing if he's in a karmic situation. He don't like the way he acting with her as well. He don't like family members, how he's doing. He just really at the point that he's saying, I don't like this destructive mode. Mode that I'm in, obstruction, which means there's something in the way. What's in the way, and this is what I'm picking up, although I read it the other way, what's obstructing is something is blocking, and that's in the way. And what I'm saying is, and I'm picking up, and I'm jumping the gun because intuitive is bringing me the message, and I'm going in it, is that he's too destructive as well. This is what I'm picking up. What's obstructing is his viewpoints of how he's handling things. Maybe his ego is causing the issue as well. But I'm going to read. But I felt that although I jump, but sometimes it brings me the message through it. So it's obstruction. Okay, what is this? This is number 5. Okay. All right. I might be able to read because I ain't closed my eyes, so I should be okay. No, this ain't it. This is the goddess. I'm sorry. This is the God thing. I mean, excuse me. Here he is. Gods. This is on the God side. Ain't that funny? All masculine cards came out for the masculine. Interesting. I am known as the remover of obstacles, but what is not always understood about me is the way that I do this. By putting an obstacle across your path, this may seem counterproductive for me to place what feels like a barrier in your way. But this helps you dig up the original obstacle, the wound. And again, I'm going to go back to it. And like I said, I jumped the gun, but that's what it brought to me. The wound is the way he is treating other people. He's kicking down doors and taking names later. He's getting to the point, he is not liking the way in which he is treating others. It is becoming an obstruction. He does not like the way he is treating the feminine. He does not even like the way he is treating the karmic feminine as well. He is not liking if he's in some of the karmic situations as family members. He doesn't like how he's interacting with them as well. This is why he's saying on his mind, he knows he's becoming divine, and he's got to protect that divinity. How do I do that? I got to watch the way I act, the way I speak, and the way I react to things. And this is becoming a obstruction to him. And this is why he's saying in my mind space, I got to work on making this better as far as becoming one with my divinity. I've got to protect that. So that means if I'm becoming divine, I've got to choose to do things differently than I have done in the past or even in the now. Okay. This may seem counterproductive. Okay, I think that's pretty much on that one. I'm going to check out what this 7 is just real quick, because sometimes when I read something hits. Hello, I have stepped, I'm talking back to this one. Hello, I have stepped forward today to extend to you some healing energies of alchemy surrounding the state of the masculine. I am an avatar of the protective nature of the masculine, and it sorrows me that the feminine feels so unfamiliar with the aspect of him. Many women in your time have not experienced the protection of the men around her enough times for it to be the connection she runs at the forefront of her. So I could look at this in her mind. I could look at this and say, okay, he's saying, yes, I've got to also protect my divinity. But this is really how it is when it comes to your heart. I am protecting you. And I kind of said that in my other video that, you know, it takes a smart person to play dumb. No matter what they are, they're going in these karmic situations and they're doing things. And to us on the look outside, say, you ain't in this mode. You in the stand over to the side and let everything damn rush in mode and get me. And yeah, you ain't obstructing. You destructing things. And so with this, what I'm picking up is that he's saying, I am this. It don't look like I am, but I am this. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I know I want to be, is to be this when it comes to you. And some kind of way throughout the time and masses, it seems like the role of the masculine being the protector of your heart, of the home, of everything has kind of crumbled down that image. That's what's going on in his mind space. This is what's going on in his heart. For the divine feminine, what's going on in her mind space is miscommunication. You got miscommunication and Aries, which is Aries, I guess, the god of battle, which is the Aries is the god of war in time. So, okay, miscommunication. So right now in her mind is saying it's a miscommunication as far as how we think this divine twin soul journey should be going. He's thinking 9 and she's thinking 6. Well, we know with that, that's really twin flame things. One is upright, one is down with the tail. So we got different ways in which we're looking at things. And it depends on which viewpoint you're looking at it. So it's like it's the number 6, either way it goes. 6 this way or it's 9 this way. So it's like she's saying, I'm seeing 6, and he's saying, I'm seeing 9. And so again, like I say, it's the viewpoint. We're saying we don't see things the same way. I mean, it's like, you know, why are you with that karmic, or why are you causing us to have separation? We should be together. I don't see really the sense of the lesson that I'm supposed to learn from this, because really it seems like this, you should have gotten your act together by now. We shouldn't be going over the same lessons over and over and over again. We should have outgrown this. And he might be saying himself, but see, I still need it. I still have not uprooted all that stuff within me. So that's why I'm asking to be in this karmic situation, or why am I manifested this situation, or why we need to be in separation, or at this moment. I mean, it's just, it runs a gamut of all those different ideas that you all can think of. Is why I'm on one side and you're on the other. God of battle, I want to read that. That's self-explanatory. So right now, she's the divine feminine is feeling we're not seeing things on the same page. Say I say tomato and you say tomato. That's what we own right now. God 6. Okay, hello. I am present with you today to talk about segment of the wounded masculine. A part of the masculine that warped from his innate inner qualities surrounding actions and protectiveness. What I am referring to is the part of the masculine's heart that went to war and is still yet to return. Due to the rise of religion and war and the fall of consciousness, many battles have been fought and the subsequent effects have been immense. So this is what you're saying, miscommunications of matters of the heart. So she's thinking the way how he should be handling things differently as far as his emotions, about his feelings, how he shows love, should be handled totally different than the way that he is expressing it. They're saying here right now, this God card came up is because he's saying right now he can't do that because he's got to deal with, he's still in that military mode, which you see me saying each video on and on about that, how they go off to war, and when they go off to war they have to cut off all the emotional attachments that they have, because if they're out there they're vulnerable and people will hurt them, so they cut off their love for their loved ones, their family, all those things, and they go out there and they got that war face on and they go out there to battle. When they come back, it's kind of hard. If they've been out there on that battlefield for long periods of time, it's very hard for them to kind of switch that thing off and say, okay, now you can go back. That's become innate. It's becoming habit. Just like they say, if you do things 7 times, 7 days, 23 times, it's going to be permanent. It becomes a habit. You can't get out of it. So that's why they say in order for you to erase something bad as a teacher, you've got to do it for 7 days and 23 times and eat for each day. Okay. That's what it is. And so he's in that mode. So she's seeing that. It's like, okay, you ain't here. I'm looking for some type of emotions. I could even say that with my masculine. And it's like we on 2 different things, you know. But like I said, really read, and even Daniel Boone had said that, really read, and he helped me to see this, between the lines with them. Like I said, you know, most of the time my divine masculine, when we get together, he's scanning me. I'm at the point now when I'm in his presence, I start scanning him. Okay, now what's happening? What you saying in between the lines? And my mom have always said that. Always read what people are not saying and not what they are saying. You've got to get to the point that it's like, okay, if you're ever in their presence, you talking to him, start analyzing that stuff. Okay, what is he what is he actually saying to me? Because it's no emotions, you know, because like mine said something. It's like, I need your help with something on the job. And I was like, you know, part of me is like, what the hell you need help for? Ask her. You know, I was really kind of, I just ego. And then I had to check that ego. And I said, down, boy, down. Listen, what is he saying? It's something that I want you to help me with, and I only want you to do it. Then I asked myself in the spirit, I asked him, why are you asking me this? Couldn't you have asked to do that? Reply from him in spirit, no, I don't want to be indebted to her. Okay. Went on ahead and did it. Seen things with him that said, okay, we still have that connection. And in some ways it's seeing that, you know, it's some things that just really, that is like, no, I distinctly let you know you in a category by yourself and she's in a category by herself. And that what things I need from you, I need from you. I like your touch on it. I like you, like you said, give me some good luck. Well, okay, when you do it, it prospers. When da-da-da does it, so, or maybe it's just like, it's like she don't have that, Daniel Boone said, have that sauce, don't have that sunshine spin where it shines and glows afterwards, okay? That lets you know that it's just been divinely touched in there, and that's what makes the difference, okay? I got you. Listening to him. Now, I could have went into straight ego, like, hell no, I ain't helping you out. Go on here, that, I have put food on your table for you and and then you talk about you got, no, I didn't. Went on with it because I heard him in spirit say, I need you. Now, somebody else on the outside would say, he used you. Whatever way you want to look at it in view, that's not what was going on at that moment. I checked my heart, and sometimes you'll find yourself doing things that you're saying that's practicing what we here for, unconditional love. For me to say, no, I ain't gonna do it because what you got in it for me, that's not unconditional love. And I could tell with what I had did, it shifted some things within him to say, okay, I'm opening up my heart just a wee bit more for you. Okay, so if doing that little act for him, opening up just like that, then so be it. Same thing here now, also going on with back to the divine feminine. With the divine feminine in her heart space, she has 3 cards. Oh, help us, Lord. Dianus, God of sensuality. This is in her heart space. God of transformation. And God of wisdom. Now, I will say with this, this week, Elizabeth Lunn had said that we needed to get in touch with our goddess. And that is true. I got in touch with my goddess this week. I just really had, I said, you know what, I want to dress really girly, just show off my courage. I did like a in-between because even my spiritual mentor had told me, you know, try to bring in both. I love my t-shirts that have my sayings on it. That day, one of my students had blessed me with a shirt that had said, super teacher. So I had that on. I had sent that to my divine master and letting them know about, you know, what it did. And I said, you know, I was getting crying and stuff. You know, I get emotional. And I said, you know, this really touched me. It got me with that. And I wore it so he could see it because I knew I was going to wear it on the last day with the kids. I did that. I bought that. I wore that to his place. And then I had on my little cute little yellow jeans. And they was fitting on, hugging on every curve. And I could tell I was like, I'm going to practice just being into my divinity and my divine goddess. And just ooze sensuality as I go on and about up and down in his place in the store and stuff like that. So, you know, I see, and so I practice, coming through the door. Like I said, that day I was just really at ease. I wasn't in nervousness. I came in, went to go use the washroom, freshened up, make sure my hair was looking cute and everything was on point. Walked in, and so be it. Most time he's up someplace else, came there, seen. We had hit like we used to do when we in line. We could be in a whole place full of a big area, in some kind of way, again, because of divinity. We can meet up at the same place without anybody saying, they're like, did you text each other? No. We just had that sync. Right there, he's at the door. I'm at the door. I walk through. I sashay on past, looking cute. Put a little extra little oomph in the little walk there to make sure my J-Lo is actively dancing. And I walk on past. And so, yeah, okay. I said, okay, you know, is my product there like I asked you about? And he's like, I ain't really look. And, you know, I'm like, okay. But he didn't say what attitude. He's like, I didn't really have time. I said, okay, I'm going to go and look. And I came back out. And, you know, I got what I needed. And like you said, the other video, I told you what had transpired next. Now, other times, it'd be in and out, how you doing, nice. Pretend he overseeing what's happening on the job. Less communication, but that divinity bringing in that sexuality, and that my inner goddess woke up his divine master like, okay, he's standing at attention. Okay, I got you. I see you, boo. I see you. And so, you know, that helped to bring that in. And so a lot of things, other things transpired afterwards that let me know, say, okay, when you stand and you bring in that sensuality, that is. So some of us might be high on being in our practicing, being into our divine feminine aspect, divinity, bringing in that diva-ness into our world. So that's in our heart space. Just really learning how to just really get in touch with our sensuality. Our wisdom about the situation as well is in our heart space. Just really, like I said, I had to stop and just gain some more knowledge about what is going on with me. And I see this book of scribes really looking to the past, looks like to me, to bring forward to see what is some patterns that I am. Because, you know, when they wrote back then and those times, just had a lot of, looks like it was a lot of patterns that were going on. I'll read and see about a little in depth, but I think that's pretty much I'm on the right track. And transformation. We're at the point that us as feminines, we want to transform and change into something else right now. And like I told you, some of this transformation might even lead us to say, okay, I'm going to stay on the path. Or some of us might say, let me just hit the pause button, turn within, and just really concentrate on myself. Let's look and see what is the... okay, that's God. Osiris. It's just 3. God, Osiris. No, that's Goddess, ain't it? No, God. Oh, okay, she got different section now. I ain't over there. Okay. Okay, Osiris. The times that we feel the greatest pain are brought to us as a pivotal moment that can catapult us into a realm of existence even higher than we ever thought possible. First, it is important to go through the death cycle. Although your current schema of spirituality is your time frame on earth is a beautiful one, it is unfortunately created a rather large stigma around feeling deeply. When I ask of you to help change this in the act of rejuvenation, it is vital that all of the old be killed off as first. And that's what I said. This is him, right? That's for transformation. So we've got to get to the point that we're killing off all of the old beliefs, thoughts, and patterns. That's why I said with this wisdom, God of wisdom, I read him, we've got to go back thoughts. Okay, number 4. This is I, the God of wisdom, Thoth. Sorry. I have come through today to bring forward an initiation for you. I am known as the messenger of the divine. I am strongly connected with wisdom, and I am here to bring up some stirring within you of your wisdom. Let me remind you, let these words speak to the core of your being, just as I am. This is what you are, a messenger of the divine. I ask you to research the 144000 prophesied light workers that are now on earth, creating an unstoppable wave of healing, change, and expansion. You are either a part of that original group or are a second waver that has been directly affected by the energy sprouted by the initial number. As a lover of wisdom, knowledge, and the message of spirit, I have a divine assignment for you. I ask that you learn about my emerald tablets. I am depicted within my card creating these tablets. It is time for a resurgence of these messages. As every single person, indeed, the universe itself, each person has the potential to carry forward the divine message available to all. With a bit of intention, it is time to spread the seed of wisdom to all, to bring forward to a golden age in the most powerful and way jumping unto the highest timeline possible. I am glad to have spoken these words to you. The initiation is complete. Okay. All right. So, with that, and I seen a lot jumping there. Again, I still pick up with this about the past. So, past, if you talk about the timeline, some of these timelines got to start collapsing. As far as that, to let go and start a new. So you can start on your path of going to where you need to. Your transformation, God and sensuality, I think I'm pounding on that too as well. But we can look at that because that's what I'm picking up. Hello, I have come forward to speak about how the feminine and masculine merge together during sex. Two sides of a polarity of energy is no surprise that men and women would experience sex differently, including arousal. These differences have caused some conflict and caused a rift between the two, each not always finding understanding for the other. Let's break down some of this now so that we can start bringing the beautiful ecstasy of physical union back to earth. Because let's face it, who doesn't want to experience sacred sexuality? This tease. I will start with the way the masculine experiences his spiritual energy. I am the ambassador for the male sexuality in this deck. After all, for men, arousal starts developing in their sacral area, and then the heat builds and rises to their heart. Sex is very heart-opening for men and is a form of creating love. For women, it develops in the opposite direction. Arousal tends to start through the stirring of the heart chakra. During foreplay, a foundation of energy built in the chakra streams down to her sacral, reaching her yoni. Sex that occurs predominantly in your society does not allow for the building of this energy due to a major disconnect, which means for many men, it does not end up reaching the heart, and for many women, does not end up reaching her yoni. Okay, so we're speaking, and that goes back to this communication. Again, back when we talk about now in sex, we're talking two different languages. He's saying again, starting from where he has the 9. So it starts off from here and works its way up here, and she's the opposite. It starts here and starts here. So that's interesting with the 9. So you got the big, it starts off down here, and the big build up goes up to the heart, which is a pathway to it. And with the 6 there, it starts off with the heart, which is a line very thin, which leads off to the big bang, the opening right there for sensuality or that energy to kind of be stirred up. Okay, so that is that. So we got miscommunication, not protecting the heart for the masculine. He's obstruction. He feels like there's a lot of things that's in his heart space that's obstructing and stopping him from Moving on this twin flame journey. One thing is, again, I picked up is from his heart space. He does not like the way how he is interacting and dealing with that. He's taking names, taking prisoners. He's knocking down doors and taking names later. In the heart space, for the mind space, for the feminine, God of battle. She's pretty much battling some things. She's got miscommunication. With that, at war with a lot of the issues. And that's one of the things about her war is what she's thinking about, what should be happening, occurring between her and divine masculine. And then in her heart space, she's got this sensuality thing, this idea about how the intimacy should be played out, the transformation that's going on within her, something's got to die within her, and her gaining new wisdom about this twin flame journey. And as far as what she sees is what's her next step to do, because he's here, this God is here, God of wisdom is here to tell her that she is a divine person. Just like, that's funny, they mirrored each other. He's telling him he's divine, and remember that about his protective mode, that he's supposed to protect the feminine, and she's divine, and she's supposed to protect the journey and the quest and the purpose and the mission that she's supposed to be on. And with that, okay, so those are good. So now let's look at my surrender cards, and let's look at and see what are some things in which they need to surrender. Clear? Okay, so the divine masculine, I started off with him first. The divine masculine needs to surrender what? Surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will resolve the issues more quickly. Who is involved with this drama? What is this drama about? Okay, let me pull out and see the romance angels. Clear. Let's see if it's about in the romance. What's going on? What is the drama about? It's safe to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy. Okay, so that is an issue. That's the drama. Opening his heart to love. Let me see. Clear. Let's see what's at play on this. What's playing on this drama? Okay, the playing on the drama. Okay, these came in reverse. So the issue is that wherever he is now, he does not feel like it is home. We got the number 50 in reverse, which means 5